Hey guys, this is Marty coming to you from Tullahoma, Tennessee, and this will be my You Can Row 2 certification video. And today what I want to do is go over some of the features of the Concept 2 rowing machine, the benefits, all the pieces, parts, and then we would like to get into just a short pyramid today, and a few drills that will help you actually become familiar with the machine and start to help you make that mind-body connection with your machine so you can be the most efficient rower that you can be. So with that being said, let's get started. Most of you are familiar with the C2s. If you're not, we're going to do this video just as you've never sat down with one before. So let's start with the components of a C2 rowing machine. First of all, the most obvious part is the seat, which I'm sitting on, which is attached to the monorail, which is this part here that your rower actually glides, your seat actually glides on. From there we go to the foot plates, which are adjustable on the C2, and your adjustable straps. Moving up, come to our handle, which we will get to in just a little bit. Moving up to our monitor. This is actually equipped with a PM5 monitor. And then we go to our flywheel, which actually houses the fan that makes the noise you hear as it goes. And there's a damper on the side with settings from 1 to 10. The lower settings being the more air that will actually be drawn into the machine. The higher settings, the more work it'll take to draw that air into the machine. Outside of that, damper is really kind of a starting point for you. From there, all the intensity of rowing is created by you and your effort alone. So what I like to recommend for people who haven't rowed before is we're going to set that damper setting down on 3. And what this is going to do is it's going to give you enough resistance to actually fill the machine, but not enough that you have to actually work hard against the machine while we're learning the actual rowing stroke. So with that being said, let's go ahead and turn our monitor on, but just hitting the menu button. And today we're just going to be doing a very basic workout, so we're not going to worry about setting intervals. We're not going to be worried about setting anything like that. We're just going to go into the Just Row component, which is the top number on your screen. And then I'd like you to actually go down to the display. And I'd like you to click it 4 times. And that's going to take you to a screen with just 4 lines on it. It's going to give you your total time, your 500-meter splits, your total meters, and your strokes per meter. That's the only information that's going to be on the screen. It's all I want you to worry about for today. So we've got that set. Now, let's talk about getting into our machine, getting set, and then we'll begin with our session. First thing we want to do is to make sure that our feet are in the proper place in our foot plates. These are adjustable from size, kid size, all the way up to 13 to 14 size shoe. I generally roll with it in the 5-hole, which actually puts the strap right at the base of my toes, which is where I like them to be, because the lower you can get with your feet with your rowing, the more push and the straighter push you're going to get, and the more connection you're going to feel to that foot plate. So as we get strapped in, the next thing we want to think about is our seat. Now, as we're sitting in our seat, we don't just sit down on the seat, on the rower. We actually want to push our hips to the back of the seat, which is going to force us to actually lean forward a little bit. It's going to put you in the proper rowing position. It's going to force your hips forward, keeping your back straight, and it will force those shoulders to go over your hips. So once you've got that set and you feel like you're, as I've heard other rowing coaches put it, sitting on your junk, then we're going to take a couple deep breaths. We're going to focus, and we're going to learn the parts of this rowing stroke. And what I want you to do is I want you to grab your handle, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come back to what we call the finish. Your legs will be fully extended, your arms in, your bar should be right about your sternum, That's where it's comfortable for me. It actually, when I'm wearing my heart rate monitor, which I'm not wearing today, it actually touches it, so it's kind of a cue for me. And you'll find that as you go, that you'll find the cue to where your arms should be. Up here, not acceptable. Down here, just not effective. Elbows do not need to be flared out, and they do not need to be tucked all the way in. They need to be on a firm plane, so when you're finishing your stroke and your arms come in, your wrists are on a flat plane. And we're going to actually kind of practice this by doing the beginning of what's called the pick drill. And all we're going to do is start in our finished position. You want your back very straight, your legs completely extended, and you want to be in that 11 o'clock finished position. And all we're going to do is we're going to use our arms and we're going to go out, back. It's the only movement I want to see right here. Going straight into the machine and come straight back to your finish point. Make sure your grip is not too tight on your handle. You actually just kind of want it to be hanging in your knuckles there is what I call it. You overgrip, you're going to overextend those tendons, you're going to get tendonitis. You don't want to be dipping and raising. That's very inefficient. The shortest way between 2 points is a straight line. So let that cable do the work for you. Let it guide you. And this is the beginning of what we call the pick drill. And all we're doing here is getting used to the movement of your finish. And as you can feel, there's not a lot of pressure on there because your arms do very little work during the rowing process. We're going to end this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now that we've got that and you've kind of gotten a feel for what the finish feels like, we're going to go back, make sure, readjust our seat if we need to, make sure our feet are in the right position, we're in line with our rower. We're going to come back to our finished position, and this time we're going to add in our body. So you're going to start at the 11 o'clock position. We're going to arms out, body forward, and then back. Arms out, body forward, back. Arms out, body forward, and then reverse. We're going to do this for 10 more strokes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and in 3 strokes we're going to add a half slide. Guys, follow along with me. 2, 1, and now we're going to add a half stroke. We want to start our stroke only halfway up the rail, knees not coming to vertical, shins not coming to vertical. We really want to focus on their form here. Break this down into different parts. Your finish, your recovery, your catch, your drive, finish. But a very short return. We're going to do this for 10 more strokes. Making sure that your back stands straight. You're coming from that 11 to 1 position. Wrist stands flat, elbows not too flared. Making sure we're hitting that sweet spot. I want you to begin to feel the connection with the machine. It starts with your feet, goes all the way up to your fingers, and that's where the power comes into yours. Is transferred into your machine. We're going to do 5 more of these, and then we're going to take it to full strokes. Keep it nice and loose with that grip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to go into a full stroke. When you come up, make sure you're getting to that point. Let's stop here on the return. You want to be stopped. Your chin should be pretty vertical with the floor. Now, I do have multiple sclerosis, so I have some issue with flexibility in my Achilles, so my heels are going to lift a little more than most people's. Try to stay as flat as you can. But if you see my heels come up, just don't follow me. They'll come up, but they're not going to come up a lot for you. The flatter you can keep it, the more connection you have to your rower. So we're going to add in some full strokes from here, trying to bring those shins to vertical, keeping your feet as flat as you can. Nice posture and position. Elbows over your knees, not outside, not inside. They need to come over your knees. Straight back. Arms straight. As you begin to pull that catch, you're going to actually feel the tension. Start through your hands, up through your forearms, coming down through your lats, into your hips, your thighs, your calves, and into your feet. Are you guys ready? Let's try a few strokes. We're going to go very slow, at about 16 strokes per minute, till we get the hang of this and begin to feel our machine connect with our bodies. In 3, 2, 1. We're at 16 strokes a minute. Hope you're beginning to feel that connection that we're talking about. Transferring all that power from your legs up through your hips, through your core and your shoulders, down through those straightened arms, and into the machine. If you're like me, you tend to do what I just did, and leaning back a little too far, trying to get that extra few meters out of your stroke. It's not necessary. Overexerting your body, you're going to wear out your body. So come to that, between that 11 and 12 o'clock position is perfect. Coming back up to the 1 o'clock. And 5 more strokes. 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's stop for a second. So now what we're going to do, since we've gone through those and we've broken the stroke down piece by piece, let's put this all together with a solid pick drill, and then we're going to move straight into a very small pyramid that we're going to do today to help you begin to build that connection with your machine at different stroke rates. We're not going to take it too fast today. We're going to stay very slow, very controlled, breaking this down as we go. You're going to see me make some mistakes. As your coach, I should be able to catch those mistakes and point them out to you. If I'd missed one, please let me know. So here we go, guys. We're going to start with our pick drill. Pick drill is one of the most fundamental things in rowing. It's great for warm-up. We've already been through it, but we're going to put it all together now. Starting in the finish position, nice and loose on your handles. And in 3, 2, 1, arms only. 3, 4, 10 strokes, 5, 6. At the end of this 10th, we're going to add in our body. 8, 9, 10. Let's add our body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's add a half stroke. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job, guys. All right, let's rack our handle. Get you a quick drink of water if you need to. Hope you've got your sweat towel with you. Guys did a great job. All right, so the next thing we're going to get into is we're going to actually start rolling this puppy. And we're going to do a very easy pyramid that I did when I first started. And it really helped me learn to have that connection with the rower. And hope it's going to work for you guys too. So let's go ahead and get into it. Since this is my certification video, I won't be taking the full breaks during this. So I hope that's okay. Don't think you guys want to sit and just watch me sit for a minute each time. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with 18 strokes a minute. We're going to do that for 2 minutes. Now the intensity of this is up to you. As long as your form is good and as long as you're breathing and I don't see you getting into any trouble, you can go at this as hard as you would like, but only at 18 strokes a minute. I'm going to guide you. If you have trouble if you haven't learned to keep those strokes per meter yet, don't worry about it. Just watch me. I'm going to keep you on pace. We'll keep you on your strokes per minute, and we're going to have a lot of fun. You guys ready? We're going to get into our catch position. Grips nice and loose. You guys ready? We're going to go for 2 minutes in 3, 2, 1 at 18 strokes a minute. Those arms nice and straight until you're finished. Let all that power transfer through your body all the way down to all the way up through your feet to the machine. Take it nice and easy. Breathing in between your strokes. Rolling the weight out. I leaned back a little too far again there, guys. It's just a habit of mine. I'm so sorry. Doing great, guys. We're still at that 18 strokes a minute. Nice and powerful on your drive. Nice and easy on your return. I want you to start focusing on making that connection with those foot plates. Feeling that energy travel up through your foot plates all the way to the handle of the machine for your drive and your finish. Your finish should almost be an afterthought because most of the work is done by the time you get there. And it's more finishing your momentum. Also, this needs to be a very smooth and fluid motion. No pauses, no breaks in the form. We don't stop here and then start. We don't stop here and start. It should be a continuous motion. Nice and smooth. Making sure your arms clear those knees before you start your recovery with your knees. Don't want to see any of this. This is not rolling. Got to have all that power transferred out. Breaking those knees, just you lose power. So we're coming up on 30 seconds left in this phase. Hope you guys are beginning to kind of feel that connection I'm talking about. Feel the energy traveling all the way from your feet into the machine. Really nicely done. And 5 more strokes. 4, 3, 2, 1, and finish. All right, let's return your handle to the holder there. Get you a drink if you need to. During this 1 minute, what I'm going to ask you to do is just, after you've had your drink, wiped off, whatever you need to do, sit quietly. Listen to your heartbeat. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, slowly. Let your heart rate recover, and then we'll be ready to go again. Again, I'm not going to make you guys wait the full minute, so we're going to go ahead and step into 20 strokes a minute. Okay, guys, we're ready to go. We're in our seat. We've got our hips back. We're in the proper position. Nice straight back. Feet nice and firm in your foot plates. Let's get our handle nice and loose on the grip. Get in that nice catch position and ready to go. And we're going to go for 2 minutes at 20 strokes a minute. Are you guys ready? Let's go. There we go. There's 20. This stroke rate, you should actually start to be at the pace where everything kind of feels like one fluid, solid motion. No stops. Making sure to get fully extended with those legs before you begin to finish. Not laying back too far. Keeping those hands nice and loose. Making sure we're breathing. No pinkies off the side. No choking up on the handle. Nice and comfortable. Y'all see my knees break a little early there? Don't care how long you've done this, how many videos you made. Rowing is something that requires tremendous concentration, and it's very easy to get off. So please focus, focus, focus. Don't want anybody pulling muscles. Nice, easy, steady, 20 strokes per minute. Okay guys, coming up on, let's do 10 more strokes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's finish that off. Handles back in the wrist spot. If you need to get up and move around for a minute, do that. Get a drink of water, towel off, whatever you need to do. That's good work, guys. 2 minutes and 20 strokes a minute. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to top our pyramid at 24 strokes a minute today. It's as far as I'm going to take you guys. I just believe as a beginning rower, anything above that, you are going to start breaking form. And it's going to hurt you more than it helps you. So let's master these lower stroke rates. Then we can really start sprinting. And as I tell everybody, you don't have to row fast to row fast. And we'll get into that in later sessions. Okay. So is everybody nice and relaxed? Got their breathing under control. Heart rate begins to come down. Feeling good. Okay, guys. We're going to start back up. We're going to do 24 strokes per minute for 2 minutes. The intensity of this is going to be up to you, how much you're putting pressure on these plates and letting it travel through your hips all the way to the handle. Let's see what we can do. Form above all else, power later. Nice starting position. Hips back. In 3, 2, 1. Still remember to break that stroke down into every part. The recovery, the catch, the drive, the finish, recovery, catch, drive, finish. Remember to keep your stroke fluid. Don't want any real noticeable stop points in your stroke. Raise my knees up too early. You guys saw it. Hang it in there. Nice straight back, arms straight, let the power transfer through. Remember guys, strap doesn't come here. Here. Now we're rocking at 24. Keeping that head in a good line, shoulders square, even pressure on your handles, even pressure on your plates. "30 seconds to go. Try adding a little more pressure. little more explosiveness on the squats. It feels like it's breaking your form. Back off. Form over everything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and finish. Good job. All right, guys. Drink the water, towel off. Spend a minute in quiet. Listen to your heart. Feel your breathing. I should have done a little more rowing than talking. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, guys. At the end of that minute, we're at the top of our pyramid, so we got to go down. How do we do that? Well, we're just going to reverse what we just did. We're going to go from 24 strokes per minute, down to 20 strokes per minute, and then we're going to finish off going all the way down to 16 strokes a minute to cool down and finish off our session. So whenever you guys are ready, strap back in, feeling good, feeling tall, shoulders relaxed, back in your seat, 20 strokes a minute. You guys ready? In 3, 2, 1. As we're coming down the backside of this pyramid, start reducing your pressures a little bit. This is our cool down phase. I generally even shorten my strokes just a touch as I start to cool down. Called a cool down for a reason. Nice, easy 20 strokes per minute. Doing great, guys. Easy pressure. Nice straight arms. Keeping that back nice and straight, hinging from the hips. Okay, we're coming up on 10 more of these strokes. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And finish. Same as we did before. Towel off, get a drink. Calm down. Calm your breathing. Calm yourself, calm your heart. Now would be a great time for any questions if you have them. As we start to cool down our body, brain can think about a few more things than other than this. So if you have questions, please throw them out. Okay. I told you we're going to finish this with a 16 stroke per minute, just like we began. We're going to go very slow. We're going to do very little pressure. And we're just going to focus on that form and cooling our bodies down and getting ready to finish off our workout. So if you guys are ready, in that nice start position, and that catch. By the way, when you start your catch and your pull, when you get to there, if you're not feeling your entire back engage, then you're not holding your arms straight enough. If you're holding your arms straight and your back straight, as soon as you feel that catch, begin. And the catch means when you feel the catch of the weight of the machine, those lats should engage. So as we're going through our 16-stroke cool down, think about that. That's going to be one of the key components to transferring that power, is keeping these engaged and letting them do the work and push the power through your arms. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. You feel those lats engaging? You can take this stroke as short or as deep as you would like. As long as you're feeling those feet flat and connected to the plate, energy transfer into your machine as efficiently as possible. Not pausing or stopping your stroke. It's a lot to take in. But if rowing was easy, everybody would do it. Alright guys, coming up on 2 minutes, 10 more strokes. Stay with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And finish. All right, guys. Now what I want you to do, great job, by the way. I want you to unstrap. And I want you to just sit. I want you to practice your breathing. I want you to listen to your heart. I want you to listen to your heart rate. I want you to listen to your body. It should be a little tingly. You should be feeling a little euphoric by now. Hopefully we haven't pushed you far and you've been able to soak up the information. But coming back and back and back and back and back and back is what it's all about, and that's where you're going to make the progress. We worked on fundamentals today, and that's really all we've done. I hope this has helped. I hope it's answered some questions that you have. I hope it's given you a place to start. As soon as your body's cooled down, you're cooled down mentally, then what we want to do is make sure that with our nice clean rag, please no cleaning products on these rails. Let's wipe our rails down. We're going to wipe our handles down. And I do this generally with cleaning solution for the handle. Wipe your monitor down. Wipe your face down. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little session. Hope it answered some questions. Again, I hope it gave you a starting point. I hope it gave you enough information that you'll want to come back and join me again. Because let me tell you, as a multiple sclerosis patient, rowing has changed my life. It can change your life. I've gone from being on a cane and when I began to rowing in braces, to sitting here before you at 49 years old, ready to get my rower certification so I can spread the word of Concept 2, spread the word of rowing, and how it can absolutely change your life. Thank you, guys.